My weekend disheveled. Okay, so I haven't been online for a few weeks. It was the Mercury retrograde period, which tends to put me in a downward spiral. It's a time where I really purge everything going through my skull that isn't necessarily working for me, so it allows me to, just get everything out. But let's talk about twin flames, because as much as I didn't want to go back to this, I am here again. Because for some reason, my twin flame affected my life in ways that, still surprise me. One of the main things that I want to discuss with twin flames is, as a single twin flame, as one who has experienced no success with connecting to my twin flame due to various egotistical issues on both parties' sides, I get really tired of reading things online where people are, basically needy and just desperate. I mean, it's beyond neediness, it's desperation, it's oh my god, my twin flame, I'm never gonna get, it's like, this person came into your life, this person created something that's amazing, but those moments were not because of them. Those moments were because of what exists inside of you, the potentiality for who you are. That's what these moments create. That's what, after your twin flame leaves and whether or not they ever come back, that's what you need to work with. And to be honest with you, I mean, I was mad at my twin for, the last couple of years. Like, he didn't listen, he didn't want to listen, he didn't want to grow, he didn't want to change. He's so desperately afraid of being something other than he is. And so, like, he needs to control who he is. He's afraid to be changed. He's afraid to be expanded and grown. He always wanted me to be his teacher, but he would never actually allow me to get close enough to help him. So, this caused so many different, clashes between what my needs were, what his were. And then at the end of it, it made me angry, and it made him angry, and we both got angry. And it was anger because of ego, not because we didn't love each other. It was because we didn't understand how to relate to each other. So great, fine, But when you're dealing with your twin flame, and when your twin flame is gone, get your shit together. Seriously, don't just whine about it. Don't just, lament, because whatever that twin flame experience was, that's what you're supposed to focus on, and allow the love to basically just destroy who you were to make you who you are. And that's the only thing that I can say about my twin flame experience, is that I've been run through the ringer. I mean, I've been destroyed. Who I am, who I was, they're very opposed. They're not the same person. I actually love myself now, and that's the greatest thing that I've ever had. Like, when I met my twin, he was like, he used to ask me about self-love, and at the time, I just didn't get it. I wasn't there. I knew I should be, but I wasn't. And now I actually am, because of that dream where the angels told me that who I am is not wrong, that homosexuality is not a sin. It's not even a problem in the bigger spiritual realm. And for a guy to be carrying that around for over 30 years in his unconscious, that was a big shift. So now what that shift has given me, though, is the ability to actually know that there's something that my twin flame, in all of his arrogance, in all of his egotism, in all of his fear, can never take away, and that's the love I have for him. Because I finally hit a point where I recognize the soul journey. I don't recognize the ego journey. I don't recognize his egotism. His physical body and his choices are exactly what his ego wants, right? They're not what his soul is asking him to do. It's not even, at that level. It's purely egotistical. He's living in a world. I'm living in the soul. That's kind of what needs to happen with the twin flames, is one has to become more aware. And as much as my twin wants to claim he's aware, not allowing things to be healed, knowing that both parties fucked up, not just one, is really not the point of growth. That's not spiritual. If you want to be, spiritually minded, and you know that there's a party out there that has your blessing and has your best interests at hand, then growing to forgive that party and work with that party, and be, that would pretty much be a better way of dealing with life. But most people will never get there, because most people, I mean, oh God, there's so many things about America where they're dumb as doornails, and that's the reality of people. They're just getting stupider. And what I want to say, and what I want to, before I get too run away with this, is if you really have a twin flame experience, then at some point you're going to find a love that is so untouchable that, you know, it doesn't matter if your twin flame is beside you in the flesh or whether they're just there because you can feel them on an energetic, emotional reality. But you have to stop doing stupid shit. You have to stop being crazy. You have to stop being needy. You have to stop all of that, because that's not who you are. That's what you are. That's you based on an experience, based on a belief system, based on shit. That's not who we are. Who we are is so much stronger, greater, and more powerful. But to get to that power, you need to get rid of all the stupid shit, as Lee and Sherry would say. And so what that means is letting go of the twin flame and saying, you know what, this person wasn't strong enough. This person wasn't good enough. Well, I mean, they're good enough, but they're not strong enough. Most of the twins, when they have that runner point, they aren't strong enough. They aren't aware enough to realize that, you know, this other person is like way more than they ever bargained for, but this is the real deal. And so in learning that, you as a single twin know that your twin is the right person. That's undeniable, because at some point you just can't shake them. You can't let them go. You can't deny that that person is who you know them to be. But it's when you know that that's true that you have to focus on the love, and you have to focus on what that means. Don't focus on, he's not calling me, we're not communicating, this isn't happening. That's all material shit, and it doesn't matter. What matters is the love. What matters at the end of the day is that it's soul. That's what you're trying to get to. That's what you're trying to accomplish, is touching your soul, getting back in touch with the complete divine alignment, and pushing yourself into a life that actually has purpose. Instead of sitting online on Facebook and 100 different, you know, Facebook groups going, oh, they're not talking to me. Fuck that. Okay? Like, grow up, get a set of fucking balls, and move on, and get on with finding soul, finding love, finding yourself. And at the bottom of the line, I did that with Reiki and meditation. That's how I got to finding me. And that's why I do Reiki, because I finally realized, well, my experience with Reiki is that it is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's an etheric, mystical, transformative tool that will change the entire purpose of one's consciousness into what one's supposed to be doing, in the sense of you become more divinely conscious, more soul conscious, more aware. That was the power of Reiki. Now you add in a twin flame and you add in the love experience, and when you add in that love experience, the next thing you have is a complete formula to getting in touch with you. So fuck your twin flame, whether they're there or not in terms of running. Who cares? They don't matter. You love them. That's not up for debate. What's up for debate is how fucked up are you, and how fucked up do you want to stay? Because that, my friends, is why the twin flame love is there, is to heal the fucked up, get rid of the fucked up, and get you on track for something that you can't even imagine. That's what you need to be focusing on. So focus on that, single twins, because you need to deal with who you are. You need to make sure that you fucking love yourself like nobody's business, because that's the purpose of life. Because whether or not your twin is there, you're going to die alone, and you're going to be buried alone. So why don't you make the best of being who you are in the alone time? Thanks very much. Love you guys. Stop being crazy.